My first memory of Family Focus was they had a Halloween party, and it was like a haunted house inside, and I remember candy everywhere, kids running around everywhere, and I just remember standing at the door thinking, I want more of this.
I came from the west side of Chicago. I grew up in a fatherless home. My mom wasn't home a lot. But I got here and there were mothering, fathering figures, and so I was glued to Family Focus.
Junior year of high school, I was a teen parent. I had my daughter, and it was comforting to know that there was a place that would help me.
We would come over every day after school, and this place was just full of life, full of kids.
We ran into this building.
Some of us were considered middle class. Some of us were considered under the poverty line. Some of us had family members that were addicted to drugs and they were kind of raising themselves, and some of us had two-parent homes.
Coming down the hallway at Family Focus was always an adventure in itself.
You can look into a classroom and there'll be girls reading. You can go into one of the boys' rooms. They're talking about things that they can't talk about with anybody else.
Do homework, play chess, other board games like Monopoly.
There'll be a choir singing. There'll be a violin playing. There'll be dancers.
They might be downstairs playing basketball or setting up the cans for food drives.
There's so much going on. You go upstairs, it's completely quiet. People are being tutored.
Whether it was teaching me my history and the importance of Black history, we learned so much. My first CPR certification was at Family Focus. I learned child care.
The anticipation was thick because you were going somewhere where you could have fun, and last but not least, you might have a girlfriend at that time.
It was always full of life, always full of laughter, always full of songs. The practice that we put in every day, we put in work. And they had the choir, Bold Expressions, Unity and Pride. He'd get in front of us and he'd say, sing harder, you can give me more. And we're like, Herman, you're spitting on us, stop spitting on us. We would sing so hard and we felt it to the point some of us would come to tears. We ended up being the best choir every year. We believed in ourselves.
I stayed glued to reading because of Family Focus. They have books all around. You couldn't go anywhere in Family Focus without seeing a book. So reading was fundamental big time around here.
Family Focus just shaped us in so many ways. And the pride of whatever group you're in, that's the pride you walk down the hall with. It was just so much love.
This was a home away from home. These were brothers and sisters. They were family members.
They were here when you thought no one else was here.
They were there when my friends were homeless. They were there when my friends were hungry.
And sometimes you just needed a hug. Sometimes you didn't need words, you needed a hug.
I mean, you get that, from the staff, whether it's a custodian or someone who's a teacher in one of the classrooms.
I think what kept me coming back to Family Focus was the staff members. I mean, I had some people who were, really instrumental in my upbringing.
To help me figure out what I was going to do with this baby, what I was going to do with my life.
I love you. I want you to succeed. You're gonna make it. Those are some of the words that I was encouraged with over the years. It also made you feel like, hey, I can do anything, because they said I can. A lot of people are behind me that are pushing for me and say that I can. And then in turn, you believe and you keep hope. Family Focus really made it so much easier to go to school with confidence.
All of these amazing Black women in history.
Report card day? Before your parents saw your report cards, Family Focus staff saw your report cards.
They encouraged me to finish school, graduate, go to college. I was the first to go to college, and I was determined to go to college with a one-year-old daughter.
They would come together swiftly to make sure that families ate dinner or had breakfast or had clothes for their kids.
What am I going to do about Christmas? What am I going to do about eating? What am I going to do about a job? What am I going to do? And they had an answer for me. They're here for our teens. They're here for babies. They're here for the parents, for the grandparents. They're here for everyone.
And now that we're raising children, the same things that they taught us here, now we're teaching our kids.